What's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Pokemon Showdown today in the Zero Use tier and using this self-poison team. Now, if you don't know what self-poison is, basically the idea is you get up your own toxic spikes and then you court change them from your opponent's side of the field to your side of the field. So then you can use Pokemon like Ursaring with Guts, and instead of having to have like a Flame Orb to activate your own Guts, you can hold like a Choice Band or an Eviolite or something, or a Scarf if you really want. And the toxic spikes that you switched over to our side of the field now will give you your Guts boost, and you'll have a Choice Band boost on top of that. And you can use other Pokemon like Quick Feet Jolteon, for example. We got Quick Feet Mightyena, Guts Flareon, but there's a lot of other Pokemon that you could try out too. But these are the ones we're going to be going with today. But that's basically the idea. I didn't come up with it. A lot of people have used it already. And recently I fought somebody who was doing T-Spikes and Sticky Web, which Sticky Web could be its own completely like team thing with like Contrary guys or Trick Room, which is what they had, which was really cool. But we're going to be doing T-Spikes, self-poisoning today, and pretty excited about these guys. But yeah, let's go over the rest of the team real quick and we'll get into the games. So the main guy to do this, that makes this possible, especially down in Zero Use, since you don't have a Pokemon that can actually learn Court Change, is Smeargle. Cinderace is the only guy that can learn it, so without Smeargle we wouldn't be able to do this at all. Of course, we have T-Spikes and Court Change, and I wanted a move that would prevent like Defog or prevent Rapid Spin, I guess, because in some situations, if you guys both lead with your hazard setters, you get up T-Spikes, they get up Rocks, then you Court Change, and now they have their Rocks. So it has you kind of can get up hazards on your opponent's side of the field with this too. So yeah, so Explosion can be used to block all of those things, and it can give you a pivot into one of your other guys. And then I have Burning Bulwark. I've seen a lot of other people use this on Smeargle. I haven't used Smeargle like at all, but basically the idea is I think like against a pivot or against again like somebody who's trying to spin, or in different situations it could come up where you can use Burning Bulwark and you can get a burn on them. First, unfortunately, there's like Floatzel in the tier that can't be burned, but like against like a Scarf Pissimian or a Scarf Mesprit, some Scarfers that just try and pivot out on you, you can get a burn on them, or you could just use it to scout. I like the idea of it. Otherwise, I was seeing some Smeargles use Silk Trap, which would drop their speed on contact, which might be better, but I'm just going with this because I've seen more people use this. Own Tempo, I don't really think it matters, but we're immune to Intimidate, we can't be confused. Of course, we have a Focus Sash because we're lead, and then we have Terra Ghost to spin block, and we're just going max HP and max speed. The next guy we have is Haunter. I wanted something that could also get up T-Spikes if Smeargle's not able to, because in order for Smeargle to Court Change right, it's going to be able to move first or survive 2 hits, like for 2 turns, you know, because you have to turn 1 T-Spikes, turn 2 Court Change. If you're up against something that's faster, or even something that has Taunt, like you're not going to be able to do the thing with Smeargle. So set aside the Taunt thing, but if we're just against somebody who's faster, they're going to outspeed us and we're not going to be able to Court Change on turn 2. So that's why we have Haunter. So Haunter can, first of all, be a Ghost type, so it can spin block if our opponent, you know, if we do end up Court Changing. It also has Taunt, so it can prevent Defog, and it's a levitating poison type with T-Spikes. So it's not going to absorb the T-Spikes when we Court Change them, which is kind of important. You don't want to have a poison type that's going to get rid of the toxic spikes. And also, if we need to, it can get up toxic spikes, and then we can go into Smeargle afterwards, depending on the matchup. Otherwise, it's just a pretty decently strong attacker. 115 special attack. It makes him the like in the top strongest special attackers in the tier. Unfortunately, we can't fit like Nasty Plot or Encore, but I think it's all right. And Focus Ash again, so we can guarantee get up toxic spikes if we need to, and Terra Ghost to boost our Shadow Ball. And going with Sludge Bomb for the higher poison chance over Sludge Wave. Then we got Ursaring. Ursaring, I'm going with over Zangoose, but I have some other teams I can show you with sets for the other guys, but I'm going with Ursaring just because this guy has 130 attack versus Zangoose's 115. So Ursaring is significantly stronger. Of course, it has Guts, and with the Choice Band, this thing can OHKO a Diplin with Terra Normal, which is pretty insane. So I wanted to use this thing over Zangoose, and I think I just like Ursaring a little bit more, so it's biased as well. And then we just got Throat Chop and Close Combat for coverage. Earthquake could be nice against teams that don't have like Earthworm, and it's just a more spammable move, but for coverage that you need, I think you want a Dark move and a Fighting move for Earthworm, Dark move for like Pilo Sand. And then we have Terra Ice, or I'm sorry, not Terra Ice, Ice Punch for Dipplin if we need to and we don't want to Terra or something, or you could just go with Earthquake. But I'm just wanting to click Facade, and this guy's actually pretty quick and pretty bulky. Like I said though, you could go with an Eviolite set. The problem is you're going to be poisoning yourself. You also don't want to like rest, because then you're going to remove the Guts boost. Or I guess you won't remove the Guts boost, you'll remove the Facade boost. So like you could do like an Eviolite set with Rest Hawk. That obviously just doesn't, this is more of an offensive team, and that's kind of like a bulkier set and stuff. But you could just go with an Eviolite and like a Sword Stance, for example, or Quick Feet Sword Stance Eviolite, something like that. But base 55 speed after a Quick Feet boost. Quick Feet only boosts your speed by 1.5. This thing is still slower than like Whimsicott, I believe. Yeah, it's 343. And this thing's also faster than like Granbull, who also has Quick Feet. So all those guys need like another speed boost in order to actually outspeed things, even with Quick Feet, which is kind of unfortunate. So that's why I'm just like, I think this is the simplest way to do it. Otherwise, Eviolite, Sword Stance, maybe Quick Feet with Trailblaze, and you'd have like really limited coverage. But I like this at the most just for like a super scary wall breaker, and very powerful. Also, I have HP numbers I tried to set so that we take like the least amount from our poison damage, since we're gonna poison everybody, and then like so we can like survive at 1 HP basically is the idea with all of the guys. But yeah, that's Ursaring. Then we got Jolteon. Jolteon also has Quick Feet, and I've seen a couple of them actually use Quick Feet with like Flame Orbs or Poison Orbs or whatever. But because we are going to be poisoning ourselves, we can go with the Choice Specs, and we can go with a Modest Nature because we have so much speed. At +1 we'll outspeed everything. I guess you wouldn't outspeed Scarf, some Scarfers like Sneasels or weather boosted guys, but even for the most part, even weather boosted guys will outspeed you at +1, even if you are a jolly or timid nature. I think the only one you would for sure outspeed is like a Scovillain, but actually with a Modest Nature and at +1 speed, we'll still outspeed a Scovillain if they're not timid. So and we can OHKO them with the Terrago Shadow Ball. Going with Choice Specs to boost our damage a little bit. The problem with the poison is it kind of makes like setup a little bit more difficult, obviously. So I do have some setup guys at the end, but for something like Jolteon, I think instead of going with like Calm Mind, I think just Choice Specs makes sense, and we can still pivot. We have the strong Thunderbolt and the Fairy move, and then I think Shadow Ball plus Terra Ghost is a little bit more spammable. It also pairs well with Ursaring wanting to get rid of ghost types. And like I said, it could OHKO a Scovillain with Terra Ghost, which could be an issue against Sun if we run into that. Then we got Mightyena. This is one of the guys I was very excited about, because usually with Quick Feet, if you're wanting to run a physical set with Quick Feet, right? Or if you're wanting to use Mightyena to begin with, you want to use Moxie, because it has better physical attack than special attack. It also has Sucker Punch, so you could like pick off something, get the Moxie boost and whatnot. So like Quick Feet you usually don't use on Mightyena. So I'm excited to use it for that reason, and also because Mightyena actually has Nasty Plot. So this is like a budget version of Thievul, or a much worse version of Thievul. Thievul also has like Unburden and like Stakeout or something, I think, and it has better coverage. But Mightyena actually has Nasty Plot. Being a dark type's not bad. Quick Feet lets it get up to 393 speed, which will be just slower than Jolteon, unfortunately, but still pretty quick. You'll outspeed the Sneasels, right? And we're just going with Dark Pulse and Terra Blast, which hits stuff that resists dark before we Terra, but then if we Terra, we can hit like dark types and fighting types super effectively with Terra Fairy. And you'd still not be able to hit fairy type super effectively, but I don't know. I thought Mightyena sounded kind of fun. Then we have Taunt, so this is like a setup stall breaker type of thing that we have going here. Going with a Citrus Berry for the item, just because I don't know. You could go maybe Leftovers would be better, but I think we're just going to be taking. If we're taking damage, it's going to be a poison and then a single hit and we're like dead. So Citrus Berry, I thought you'd get more healing out of than Leftovers, since we're not going to be taking a bunch of hits, you know, with these guys. Otherwise, you could go with like a damage boosting item like a Life Orb, but then you're poisoning yourself and taking Life Orb chip. So I didn't think that was worth it. There's probably some other things, but I'm just going with Citrus Berry because it sounded kind of cool and has worked all right in that one game. And then last guy, and somebody else I was very excited about, is Flareon. So Flareon obviously has Guts, but actually has a boosting move in Curse. And I've used Calm Mind Flareon, like I've used a setup one in the past, but I don't think I've ever used a Curse Flareon. And I had seen, I think it's an NU that people are using Arcanine with like extreme speed. And this set Guts, Flareon with the, you know, self-poison, and Curse kind of reminded me of the Arcanine. So if we poison ourselves right, we're going to basically be getting a choice band boost. And then if we Curse, we're going to be at like +2 speed. And we could Terra Normal Quick Attack to have some priority, like strong priority, which will help account for dropping our speed with Curse. And we also have Facade plus Flare Blitz, which is just... Flare Blitz is probably the most spammable move like that a Guts user has. I mean, it is immune by Flash Fire, guys, and it's still resisted, but it's not immune to by like Ghost, like Ursaring's Facade is. And Flare Blitz is just a very powerful move too, so it pairs Flare Blitz plus Facade is really scary. And again, going with the Citrus Berry, since you know, we'll be hurting ourselves with Flare Blitz, get some healing. The speed is, so we're outspeeding like Articunos and Quillfishes, and I think 220 is at base 60s at just max speed base 60s without a plus speed nature, so we'll be outspeeding those things. But also we're actually still faster than like a Muck base 50s after we Curse one time, so you still will be able to be faster than like a Muck or an Electros, like stuff like that you might still want to outspeed and be able to hit with a Facade and not have to Flare Blitz or just Quick Attack that they wouldn't go down to. So that's the team we're going with. Some other sets I'm gonna mention real quick. I know these intros go long, but Girder is something I thought would be kind of cool too, and you could use an Eviolite. I think this guy would be a better Eviolite setup sweeper than Ursaring, just because it has Drain Punch. But you can't really fit all the moves you want to on this guy either, really, because you might want Terra Steel. You also might want Facade or Close Combat for more damage, but Girder could be fun. Then we also have a physical attacking Mightyena. It's just with Swagger and Mirror Herb, with Terra Fairy for Play Rough. Then we got the Zangoose. I'm not going with Zangoose, like I said, or Ursaring, but you could just swap Ursaring for Zangoose and it would do the same thing. And then this number is like divisible by 8 plus 1, so you'd end up at 1 HP after taking poison for whatever 10 turns, or 8 turns. Then we got Granbull. Like I said, it's pretty slow though, so you probably want Trailblaze. I didn't try this one, but this is just another idea. And it also has bulk up, so unfortunately, if you go with an Adamant nature too, it's just slower than a Scarf Passimian at +2. So that's why I was like, Jolly'd probably be better. And then the last guy we got is Shroomish. And if I were to try another one, this is the one I'm most excited about that we're not using, because Shroomish actually has Poison Heal, so you can turn yourself into like a Gliscor kind of, or more like a Breloom, obviously. But you can hold the Eviolite, you'll poison yourself, and then be able to have the Poison Heal. And then you can do Sub-Toxic Leech Seed is kind of what I thought would be the most useful things that Shroomish could do down here. But I mean, he's gonna have, what is that, like 360 defense with Eviolite, and then decent special defense, 321. I think this guy actually has the same HP as Breloom. Yeah, it literally has the same, it has almost the same bulk as Breloom. It's actually going to be bulkier than Breloom, which I guess isn't that much of a surprise, but this thing seemed kind of fun. But yeah, those are all the things I was considering, but we're going to be going with this one, and hopefully we can get it to work pretty well. Let's get in the games. All right, we got one up against maybe Sand. They could have Sand with Sand Spit and the Lycanroc, or it could just be like an offensive team. But they do have like Defog. But it kind of could look like, looks like it could be Sand. Do we lead with the Smeargle, or do we lead with the Haunter? Because they have some faster things that could prevent us from doing what we want here. So I think maybe we lead with the Haunter. Yeah, Whimsicott literally could just 2-hit KO our Smeargle. So I think we go with this, and I kind of want to go for a T-Spike right away. I think they'd be scared out. So let's just go for a T-Spike. And maybe we can do our thing. Okay. Now we could Taunt. And then go Smeargle. And go for a Court Change. We do have to worry about that Cramorant defogging. Let me just Taunt. Cool. Now we go Smeargle. And we're going to Court Change. Stop it! Alright. I mean, we could Terra Fairy if we really want, but I don't think that's a good move. So... And this thing is Spadef, because it's got Coil. Alright, I should have probably just I should have just attacked with the Haunter after I saw Coil. I wasn't sure what other moves it had. So I'm going to go back into Haunter. Let's see. Body Slam. Alright, cool. We're going to Taunt again. Hopefully we get Smeargle. And we're just gonna Sludge Bomb now. Please give us Smeargle. We get Ursa Ring. You know what? I'm gonna just close combat. That'll do it. Cool. I don't think the crit mattered, but it might have. All right, we just need to get in the Smeargle to Core Change. Magneton. They are faster. And we're dead. This thing could destroy the Sandaconda, and nothing else really could. Quite like it, at least. So I think we might want to switch. We could go Jolteon, save this. Or Jolteon and try and pivot. I think let's go Jolteon. All right, I know we don't have Volt Absorb. I think they probably already knew something was up, though. All right, this is Boots. Let's see, does Jolteon live a hit from Whimsicott? If they're not offensive pivot? Oh, we do. Oh, we definitely do. Would our Smeargle? It's a chance. I want to Volt Switch, but they have the Sandaconda. But if they go into it, then we can go Smeargle. So I think we Volt Switch. If they go Sandaconda, we go hard Smeargle. Magneton. And do we know Magneton did 28? Are they Scarfed? Are they Specs? Jolteon to Magneton. Jolteon. We just did 28. So they're Eviolite, probably. No. Yeah. Yeah, they have a little bit of bulk. So that means our Smeargle's faster, so we should be able to Core Change. So Core Change. Now we get that. Let's go. We are dead. Let's see what comes in, though. Finally, we got the poison. Could have avoided. Actually, nothing took damage yet, except for the Jolteon, which might have happened no matter what I did. Okay, Lycanroc. Ooh. We could go Jolteon, or we could go Mightyena. I think we have to go Jolteon. We'll outspeed them, and we could lock into a Shadow Ball if we want. Mightyena's not strong enough, and Flareon and Ursaring are slower. So I think we go Jolteon. Now do we go for the electric move? Or do we go for like Shadow Ball? Do we need to go for Lycanroc, Blank Set? Yeah, we're not killing unless we go for Thunderbolt, sadly. If we Terra Ghost, we're still not killing. If they go into Sandaconda, it is what it is. I'm going to Thunderbolt. All right, they go Sandaconda. Do we go Ursaring now? Or do we go Haunter? Haunter, do we need it to like survive a hit or anything right now? It could be nice to have versus the Whimsicott. So let's just go Ursaring. I think we can take a single hit. And if they do that, yeah, we can just Facade, and I think this is dead. I don't even think we need a Terra. But let's just double check. Ursaring. Sandaconda. Offensive Wall. We are poisoned. It goes from 35 to 42 to 106. All right, sick. They are sand. Okay. Good thing we still have our Haunter. We also have the Mightyena. That's kind of crazy. All right, Lycanroc comes out. So this has rock and fighting coverage probably. Yeah, we're gonna need... I could switch into Haunter. I think we do that to try and maybe stall sand a little bit. All right, they go for Stone Edge. I'm surprised they didn't close combat. All right, now I think... I don't know if Flareon lives. They could be banded. If they're banded, we just bank on them missing. All right. If they're banded, we bank on them missing, I think. I think we go into this now. And we just go for a Dark Pulse. Okay, they go into Whimsicott. If we can outlast their sand, I think we could win. Yeah, I think Flareon could potentially win. So I think we just hit again. Just Terra Blast. Let's see. Does sand end? It doesn't. All right, we go Flareon. Now we go for a Curse, I think. Maybe I should have went Jolt. I probably should have went Jolteon. But we need to stall out the sand, so I think we Curse. And now we could Quick Attack because they have Encore, probably. Oh, we're slower. I forgot. Well, at least their sand is going to be done. If they don't have a Cello Rock, maybe Jolteon could clean up. No. Yeah, I think we just lose to Lycanroc. Dang it. They do have a Cello Rock, yeah. So we just lose. Terrago Shadow Ball, but yeah. I mean, I think we had a chance. The Sandspit Sandaconda was tricky, but we ended up getting the T-Spikes up. It took a little bit of maneuvering. The Ursa Ring one-shot at Sandaconda. Girder would have been better than Mightyena for sure here. Especially if we had Terra Steel for Whimsicott maybe, but I don't know. Let's keep going. All right, we got one. They got some hazards, that's for sure. They don't have hazard control, so that is a good sign. Maybe we could lead this Miracle and just switch them around right away. We do outspeed everything besides Mesprit, so I think it's a game we can just lead Smeargle. This could be sashed. Honestly, don't know what to expect. I think we go for Burning Bulwark first. What if they're like Trailblaze or something? I don't know. Let's just Burning Bulwark. If they go for rocks, you know, we can just do our thing the following turn. All right, cool. So we get a burn. That's nice. Some residual damage. Oh, they're scarfed. Okay. Okay. So we have to figure out how to court change later on. Damn, this is trickier than I wanted it to be. Well, I think we go Ursaring because it's our bulkiest thing. Though, yeah, I think we can just go Ursaring. All right. Maybe Mightyena would have been better to conserve health on this, since we kind of need this thing to take out the Quillfish. This or Flareon, since that thing's pretty bulky. Yeah, Mightyena may have been better. Yeah, it was probably a mistake. All right, we'll just close combat. And they absorb the T-Spike rudely. Well, on the positive side, this guy doesn't have Flip Turn. So I think we go Haunter, we get up T-Spikes again, then we have to go Smeargle and Core Change. All right. This comes out. I could just throw off a Shadow Ball. I think we just T-Spikes. Maybe they switch into Quillfish. Okay. I'm gonna have to get up T-Spikes again. I'm a Shadow Ball now because they're gonna pivot into Quillfish. So I'm gonna have to get up T-Spikes for a third time. Well, they go Rampardos. Okay. Rampardos 236 times 1.5. They are faster than us. I think our Shadow Ball might kill them. Oh no. All right, we're dead. Damn it, we're not even gonna be able to poison ourselves this game if they go Quillfish after this. How fast were they again? 236 times 1.5. Yeah, I should have went. Yeah, we go Jolteon now. We can pivot into Smeargle. Maybe it'll work out. We'll Volt Switch. We go Smeargle. If there's a time it's gonna happen, it's gonna be right now. And they go Mesprit, and we get to do it. All right, let's go. Okay, so now we get to go into. We could go Flareon. Max speed Clawitzer is faster than us though. Only if they're timid though, actually. Magneton is faster. They have Psychic instead of Psychic Noise. I wonder if they have Thunder Wave. It doesn't matter. We're gonna poison ourselves. We either go Flareon and try and set up, or we just go Ursaring, click buttons. I kind of like the Ursaring and click buttons route. But I am a little scared of that Clawitzer. Yeah, we just go this and we Facade. Something's dead unless they tear a Ghost. I don't think Magneton can even take a hit. This definitely can't take a hit. We're still at 589 attack. All right. They are Eviolite or something, maybe. I think we can just hit. I think we're slower than both of these things, potentially anyways. So we're faster than a Magneton. They're not Eviolite. And would now be an alright time to go into Flareon? We could Curse. We resist the Flash Cannon if they're choiced. They're probably bulky, like real bulky. I want to go into this and click Curse. Hopefully we're faster than Clawitzer, and then... Oh wait, we're dropping our speed. Okay, and we just got a Spit F drop. Alright, Quick Attack. Thankfully we kill. We get our Citrus Berry. Alright. Well, we can do some big damage with Quick Attack, and then Jolteon can... Actually, Mightyena might be able to clean up. Quick Attack does a lot. We go Jolteon, we Volt Switch. Into Mightyena, Terra Fairy, Terra Blast should kill Cacturn. Hopefully. Mightyena for the win. Let's go! Nice! Pretty good. Thank you, you too. Yeah, it was a little difficult to get things going. They didn't see the court change coming, I don't think, which is how I felt when I've fought in the past sometimes, which always makes me feel it's not like you're actually missing things, because Smeargle can literally do anything. But I always, when I don't notice that they're trying to do a gimmick, like, because this is a gimmick strategy, right? I always feel like I should have noticed, but sometimes it's hard to tell what's going on because it's just kind of odd, you know? All right, up against Hyper Offense, and I did fight them when I was trying to use the Dusclops team a couple days ago. This was a Belly Drum or Swords Dance Charizard. I don't know about anything else actually though. So that really doesn't tell us anything. And then it's probably just lead Lycanroc or Frostlass. Which one though? Jolteon is faster than both, so maybe we lead Jolteon actually. And we'll just pivot. Break a Sash. We can pivot into Flareon if we're feeling confident. I don't think they'd expect the... Oh, they go Decidueye. All right, now we go Smeargle and we get to do our thing. Unless this is Scarfed, we're not outsped. So we can T-Spike in a Court Change. Nice. This does mean, though, if they potentially could get up their hazards and stuff. But at least we'll get our thing going. Oh, all right. Let's burn them real quick. Oh, wait, that doesn't make contact. All right. Yeah, I should have T-Spiked. Yeah, now we can get a hazard up on their side of the field, and if we knock stuff down to their sashes, you know, we'll be able to finish them off. All right. Now, though, we have to be able to take a Sucker Punch with whatever we send out. We could go Mightyena and Terra Fairy. That seems like a pretty poor use of our Terra, though. Flareon might be able to take one. We have a little bit of HP. Flareon, Decidueye, SD, +2. Yeah, we could take one. Oops. Yeah, I think we go Flareon. We're just going to Flare Blitz. Or, we don't even need a Flare Blitz. We get Facade. But they have a Ghost type. So that's just Facade. All right, they're faster. Good to know. Well, we could go Mightyena and go for a Terra Fairy because I mean this. Oh, dude, I forgot. We have a Sash. I should have went into this. I don't even know if we kill though, to be honest. Thank God. Yeah, I threw away Flareon there. My bad. Okay, just gonna taunt so they can't do that. And then we're gonna try and poison them. We could even save this, but I think we just Sludge Bomb. I wish I Shadow Balled. All right, so they'll be able to get up a Spike, probably. Or they just kill us? Nope. All right. Well, Haunter's out here being disruptive. They could go Charizard and Flame Charge. If they do that, we can go Jolteon and outspeed them still. I don't think they're in range of I don't think they'll be in range of a Shadow Ball though. So we'll... Mightyena might be able to clean up, but the Frostmoth. All right, we Shadow Ball. I'm surprised they Sword Stance. Now Jolteon can just kill them. But they don't know what's going on, so it makes sense. So now we can just go Shadow Ball. We actually sped F drop them too. Charizard at -1. Yeah, they're always dead, it says. And we go for Shadow Ball. Although that's going to let Frigoraph set up, but I think we have to because of that. And I don't think it mattered because we're Specs. Okay, Frostmoth comes out. Does Jolteon 2 hit KO this thing? What, Terra Ghost? No. Can Ursaring survive one at +1? I don't think so. Man, Mightyena's holding us back. If I had Girder could definitely take one, I think. Maybe I should have locked into Alluring Voice there. No, that still wouldn't have made a difference. 100% chance to confuse if the target had a stat raise this turn. Yeah, so it wouldn't have made a difference because that goes after. Well, can Ursaring survive one at +1? There's a chance. I think we have to just go right into it. No, there's not a good chance. Yeah, we're probably dead. Facade. God damn it. They're slower than our Mightyena, I guess. On the positive side. Can Mightyena take a hit? No. Darn it. All right, we're just going to flinch them. 11. Flinched. Let's do it again. 10. And they Quiver Danced. Unbelievable. No. All right, now we're slower than them. Now we have to para full para. And we didn't. Well, is it time I just switch it from Mightyena to Girder? Because Mightyena's not pulling his weight. All right, we got one. And I did switch it up with the Girder. We're going with just a little bit of speed, max attack, and HP. I think it'll be a little better than Mightyena. I don't know. They got a ghost type in this one, so Mightyena actually kind of be nice, maybe. But Girder's a little tankier. It's kind of like, you know, goes well along Flareon, but it's definitely less of a wall breaker than Flareon is. More of a setup sweeper. I think we could just lead Smeargle in this one. They have a pretty slow team for the most part. This thing does get first impression. So let's maybe burn it. Unless we're not worried about it. If it's just first impressions, it's not a big deal, so we'll T-Spike. Because if they're first impression, they're like choice banded, I think. I don't know. They do go for it. That only works for the first turn. I mean, at least we'll get our thing going. So. It'd be really unfortunate, though, if they go into Vikavolt right now. Okay, they go Driftbloom. So they're going to try and defog, maybe. This will block defog if they go for it. I kind of want to go for it. Okay, they don't know what's going on. I kind of want to go for it and see, are they going to defog? Oh, they Trick Room. Okay, I want to potentially T-Spike then. Yeah. Okay, they Air Slash. Okay. Cool, so I did not expect this to be Trick Room, but now this makes sense. So this Trapinch is probably choice banded and is going to be pretty hard, hitting pretty hard because it's got like 100 attack. We don't see this having Flare Boost. So I mean, it's strong, but not that strong. It has a lot of HP. I think Jolteon and Shadow Ball in case they go Trapinch. Or we go Haunter, but then we are using our Sash up. And then we go Jolteon and Shadow Ball. And now we just kind of have to also not let them get up Trick Room again. What? That tanked that. All right, well, at least we'll stall out their Trick Room. I guess the speed really doesn't matter, so Jolteon was definitely the play. We could go Ursaring if we want to, like, stall out an extra turn. But they still have one more turn of Trick Room, so... Then we Shadow Ball. I mean, if we can get rid of this, too, this is their only Ghost type. They could be Terra Ghost on... No, Terra Ghost wouldn't make sense unless they're Sticky Web, so... Okay, they go Mesprit. It's gonna Shadow Ball. And now we're gonna go Ursaring and destroy this thing. I don't think we need to Terra at all. Yeah, we have way too much attack. And besides 140 base power. I think everything's dead. Trapinch could actually be a problem, but... Trapinch... They do send it out. All right, 252, Adamant. First impression. Terra Bug. +1. It's gonna do a lot of damage. It's not boosted by sheer force. We could go into Haunter. Or we can go into Girder. Because we do resist. Oh, and they did Terra. I forgot they Terra'd. If we go into Girder, that could give them an opportunity to maybe get up a Trick Room with the Executor. So it might be better we go Haunter. And then we can go for a Shadow Ball. And Sludge Bomb might just pick them off. Actually, yeah, Sludge Bomb should kill. Cool. And they have no more Trick Room setters. We just Sludge Bomb. Nice, we get a little poison. We're dead. And they got Rampardos. I think we just go Girder. If they're minus speed, we should outspeed them. And I think we could even just bulk up. I don't know if that's greedy. Might be a little greedy. Let's just Drain Punch. We could bulk up on Trapinch if we really want to. This thing hits way too hard. And on this, I think we could Terra Dark knockoff. but that would leave us more vulnerable to Trap Inch. But they're only going to be able to first impression once, so we just knock off. They'll die to poison. Then we can go Flareon. Okay, they don't die to poison. Let's knock off again. And we just kill them because they didn't go for first impression. All right. Then we can Mach Punch the Vikavolts. Girder came through. Nice. Now this might look like mono grass, but it is mono green. I thought it was mono grass. But they only have 3 grass types. But they got the green Basculin, all different shades of green. Green Spidops. I like their team. I think we can lead Smeargle. I mean, they do have a Shaman, Virizion, Squawkabilly, and Basculin that could be faster, but they also could lead with Spidops. So they have no hazard control. Maybe we just lead Haunter, just in case. I think it's probably the safer choice. So let's actually do Haunter. And I think Girder is just a better option than Midiana, unfortunately. I don't know on the EV spread still, but you basically get to run a Choice Band and Eviolite, and you got Drain Punch. So that's pretty cool. Maybe Facade would be better. But then what do you go? You just go Facade, knock off, Mach Punch? You know, Mach Punch is resisted. I don't know. It's kind of reminding me of Scizor a little bit, but Scissor's got Steel priority, and it's boosted by Technician, but I mean, it doesn't have a Guts boost. I don't know, maybe Facade would be better than Drain Punch. And then just go mono fighting move and Mach Punch. Alright, definitely glad we led this because they would have just pivoted and then gone into something and prevented us from court changing. So we get up T-Spikes, and we find out they are adamant because they are slower than us. Now they have 2 other things that could outspeed us. Shaman and Virizion. Haunter would have been nice offensively, or could have been nice. They have a Ghost type and then the 3 grass types, but we need to get our, well, I want to get our boost going. I don't know if we need it. I think we do. Ursaring's way less strong without it, so we're just gonna Sludge Bomb. Wow, this thing is also not max speed. All right, that works. All right, we got one. They got the Typhlosion, which is a little scary, and the Lycanroc, but thank God I don't think they have Sand. Maybe it's a lead Lycanroc. Ooh, they have Fion. Could be Take Heart Fion. Probably Take Heart Fion. I don't know what else it'd be doing. But then they got some fat. Some Bastiodon, Weezing, Arboliva. I think leading Jolteon just because if they have a lead Lycanroc, but this team doesn't look like it would lead Lycanroc. It looks like it would lead Bastiodon, and this is like an offensive Lycanroc. But in case they lead Typhlosion, I think we'd lead Haunter, and they actually lead this. I'm gonna try and T-Spikes if we can. All right, they go for the taunt right away. That's a little annoying. Now we could go Jolteon and pivot. I think we do that. They're a lead set. I was wrong. Now we'll Volt Switch. We're faster. And we'll go into Girder. Finish him off with a knockoff. I don't know. Girder could be pretty good. We can't go into Smeargle though. And our Sash is going to be broken. I think we have to go into Girder, otherwise we're gonna lose another thing. Like we're gonna lose 2 things. And I think we knock off just because they can Terra Ghost. And they have Weezing. So, cool. And we get taunted, but that's not a big deal. All right. Now we just need to get in the Smeargle. Weezing comes out. And I think we just go into Smeargle. They could burn us, which would actually be better for us because I think burn does less than poison. But Toxic does more though. Oh wait, I need to T-Spike and Court Change. I forgot. Shits. All right, we're gonna have to do this again. I think we go Haunter in case they go for the ground move randomly, and then we'll go Flareon. All right, Our Flareon, I think, should live. They actually probably don't even know, won't know for sure that we have guts. They might not. So I'm gonna just click facade. Thank God we live. We get our citrus. And now their option should be way weaker. Now I think Weezing or Bastiodon, basically Smeargle can switch a Roo or Court Change on everything besides Typhlosion. So then we just keep hitting. All right, Bastiodon comes out. We don't want this to set up though. That'd be a big problem. I could Curse and then Flare Blitz. Or just Flare Blitz. How much does Flareon do to Bastiodon? If these are usually Spit F. That's enough. I'm just gonna Flare Blitz. We just can't let them like boost like that because we have like a bunch of physical attackers left. Yeah, we're gonna Court Change. I think we sack this, then we're gonna Court Change. And I think we have enough Oh no! I misclicked! Alright, it worked. I want a Burning Bulwark. Hopefully they hit. Nice. I could Dare Ghost. We're not gonna do that though. That was a mistake. That scared me a little bit. All right. Now we can go into... They've... Not Terra'd. Also, this was Boots, wasn't it? No, we got up T-Spikes as they switched into Typhlosion. Okay. I don't think that situation would have made a difference. Yeah, they actually was to our benefit that we switched out. So, all right. So if I go Ursaring in close combat, we probably still kill, but they get Terra, and then we, we wouldn't. Ursaring +2 defense, but we're poisoned. Yeah, we definitely kill. I think that's our best bet. I mean, we could go Girder, but Girder can sweep. So I think let's try this. If they do Terra Ghost, they Terra Fighting. Are you gonna rest again? I think we just go for it again, or we sack Flareon. No, we sack Flareon. Yeah, because we can wall break with Ursaring easier. And now we can even just facade this and chunk it, I think, decently. In case their last move is... Yeah, we just facade. In case their last move is like Sleep Talk. We're just facade. I think Ursaring probably won't kill it. It'll be close. Maybe. And they rested again? Alright, then we could go Girder. Bulk up. I mean, Terra Ghost Jolteon could also be pretty good. But I like Girder. Jolteon's probably safer though. Yeah, we're going to... Let's see, Bastiodon. So they get +6 to our Girder. We're plus... So we go +3. Uh-oh. Well, they're only +4 right now. Oh, but they're pure fighting. Uh-oh, we're not going to do very much. Yeah, I should have went Jolteon. Oh well. Yeah, I should have went Jolteon. I could have fired off 2 attacks, 3 attacks. Yeah, would Jolteon have been able to 2-hit KO? Yeah, with Alluring Voice. Alright. Maybe we could still do it. As a fighting type. No. I guess Terra Ghost, but then they can go our Arboliva. But Terra Ghost would be better for everything else, so I think we have to do this and just hope we can pull this out. They rested again? Okay. If they switch into Arboliva, I think Ursaring can live any hit and just destroy them. And now they lost all their boosts, so they're not as scary. Sub? No! Alright, I mean, we can take his hit still. If they let this die, I think Jolteon could maybe win. I should have won Jolteon instead of Girder, though. Okay, I think we might be able to do it, because we're faster than Typhlosion. Weezing, this is super, yeah. All right, Jolteon, and we lock in a Shadow Ball again. Because, no, we lock in a Thunderbolt. Yeah, we lock in a Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is stronger. It might Oko Weezing with rocks. We resist their poison move. Fiones should die. Yeah, if they kept the Arboliva, I think they would have won. So if they just sacked Fione or Weezing. No, we got this because they can't rest here. It comes down to if we Oko Weezing. Come on. No! No way! Alright, that was pretty sick though. The rest Bastiodon. Their last move must have been a coverage move. I've not tried the rest one myself, but that's that thing's pretty tanky, pretty scary. Well, I think that's a good place to call it. I think we got to use everything a little bit. Ursaring, I think early we got it to just come in and Oko Sandaconda. Flareon put in a little bit of work. As you could see though, the whole court changing or T-spikes, especially with Smeargle, is easier said than done. Like, you know, we're not the fastest, so if they have something that's just faster than us, you know, we can't lead with Smeargle safely. So then we have to lead Haunter, and then we have to hope they don't have a poison type, so then we have to get in Smeargle. And also if then they've already gotten up hazards, then lose our Sash, so whatever. You get what I'm saying. But I had a lot of fun with it, and I'm glad we got to try it. I think at some point I'll try the Sticky Web, Sticky Web team. I don't know if that'll be easier or harder. I mean, we could use Vikavolt instead of Haunter as a backup Sticky Web guy. So, and actually it'll be speed control until we swap it to our side of the field. So that actually might be easier with Smeargle. We could lead Vikavolt in certain situations, but overall it was a lot of fun. And I think Girder is probably better than Mightyena. But yeah, it was fun to try out Mightyena for a little bit. But thank you guys for hanging out. I'll put a Pokepaste in the description as always. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.